Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the NC State Wolfpack. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? It's a quarterback keeper. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Boy, after all the buildup and all the hype with a playoff game, you'd love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Bites through the tackler. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. They'll run it here. Breaks loose at the 40. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
And the Commodores with 1st and 10 here. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realized what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around to give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. The Commodores pick up enough yardage to get a first down.
And Yeah, they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And it's complete downfield. Tackles made quickly, but they are knocking on the door at the 8-yard line.
But it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
And the Commodores line up with a 1st and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second and goal for the offense. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They've got him down behind the line. They lose yardage on that completion.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Here's a screen pass to the running back. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch and up for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks. Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Hey, guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the handoff. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
1st and 10 now for the offense. And they'll use the ground game here. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down play coming up. Decides to keep it here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
A quick throw out left, complete. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
I talk a lot about defensive ends arguably being some of the best athletes on the field. Here's an example of a guy that's just too quick off the edge for the offensive line to be able to contain. He got in there in a heartbeat and came up with that sack.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Play action here on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
Incompletion makes it second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Lets it go. He's got it for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Ball handed off. Stop for no gain, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quick completion to the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
As a design quarterback keeper. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Commodores will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. And there's the handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. They'll look to throw it here on second down. He'll take a deep shot here. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
But Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. On the run, he'll let it go. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. That's a nasty move. Now he's got room to run. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
This NC State offense is moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And here comes a deep shot. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, it's an incompletion here, and I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looking to scramble now. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
So the ball at midfield. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long. A pre-snap motion from the offense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Returner is brought down. It's a starter on the next drive. So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. They'll run it to the right side. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They bring him down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. The back's got it. A change of direction. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The freshman brought down after a nice run.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Here's the option play. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense, but they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we could see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
And the Commodores are in the red zone now. They'll try the left side with a toss. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Point after, up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Escapes the pocket. Will avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. And the back now goes in motion. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Grab behind the line, it's Johnson. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback, and it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the 1st down.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looks like he's going to run it. He's hit as he throws it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Now it's second down here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. And the wideout goes in motion. On third down, it's a handoff. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
NC State has moved into the red zone. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Big throw by the quarterback off the RPO. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. This one will be fair caught. Vanderbilt's offense heads back out onto the field now. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? Lets it go quickly. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Looking to throw it on first down. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, it's a great catch near the sideline, and does a good job of getting that foot down to secure the catch.
Getting set. Here's second down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And they heave it deep downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Commodores will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. On 1st down, it's play action. He's running out of time here. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
From their own 7, it's now 2nd and long. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Catch made on the right side. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window and pick up a nice gain.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Returner decides to fair catch this. So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Ball handed off. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They'll feed the back again. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And the Commodores starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Second effort, their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
The Commodores are going to cash in here in the red zone. He'll hand it off. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And the pass is complete to the tight end. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Third down play here out of the shotgun. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
And it's no good. Missed it. The lead remains 3 after that miss.
Man, I thought he hit that pretty clean. Good hold by the holder. Everything looked to be the way you'd like as a kicker. He just misses it, and the ball trailed on him and ends up hitting the upright.
So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. This has been an uphill battle for both offenses. Let's see if they can get it going this time. He'll hand it off. Gets some space around the 30. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 48. First down play here. They'll hand it off. Offense getting set. Second down play here. It's a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Defenses all around the country got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Quarterback keeps the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
But the linebackers and really the quarterback and the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. Just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Quick throw, catch made. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
Hey, the fullback's known to block the entire game. Number one, he's in the game. That's huge. Number two, they're actually utilizing him. They didn't pick up any yards. I just love to see the attempt to get him the ball.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And now the handoff. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that previous play. Handoff to the back. An effective play, good for a first down at the 35.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
They're going to run it. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, I like the run play here. Offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? A pop pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
The offense stays on the field, of course. It's 4th down and inches. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
The Commodores come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it here. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wide out. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
And the long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Looking right, this one caught. Out of bounds after a nice gain. Finally, a positive play from this offense.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27. NC State comes to the line quickly. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. NC State now operating in the red zone. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the grab. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Makes a quick catch. Look at him run through those tacklers. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
And 3rd and short, to try to pick it up on the ground. Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that is going to bring up 4th down now, Chris, and it is critical that they not only go for it, they got to pick up this 1st down. You're down by a couple possessions. You can't fool around. You got to keep this possession as long as you can and put this ball eventually into the end zone.
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Quick throw caught on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
They'll work the clock here with their running game. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here we go now, a crucial play for both sides. They set up at 3rd and 4. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. 1st and goal. A late touchdown here would just about secure the victory. And here's the handoff. And that's a solid gain for the defense, able to bring him down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 2nd down and goal upcoming. And they're trying to punch it in here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume, just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground, keep pounding, run that clock, because you got everything working in your direction.
Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Man, what a train wreck here. The past 3 plays have been so disappointing. They just can't punch it in. You're that close on 3rd down, and then the offensive line just gets dominated with the line of scrimmage, and you have a tackle for a loss. So is your confidence too shot to go for it? Seems like you better try for 3.
Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. This one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Getting set to kick off after extending the lead with a field goal. The offense knows they have a long way to go and not much time to get there. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking for his big tight end. Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.